Yes, you do. Boo boo out. Boo out.
Yeah, so this is pretty informal. I just wanted to just get a couple, or just record, some informal conversation because, it's been 4 months of, quarantine somewhat. And yeah, I'm curious. I'm just curious what it's been like for you. Like, what's it been like for you? You being in the age bracket that most of the concern for, like, the coronavirus. Most of the concern is for elderly people, and yeah. So I just was curious how you've kind of been, how you've been working through it, and any things that any reflections on that.
Well, I've just been in the house for almost 4 months, and first time I went out was last week. I just went for a ride in the car with Terry, because she went in the store to get 2 or 3 items. And I just sat in the car. I had a mask on. And I just sat in the car and waited till she came out. Came back out of the door, groceries. Then we came straight home. And it felt good just to get out, just a little bit. And then a few days later, Randy came over. And we all decided to go to the drive-thru up north, Graders. They have a drive-thru up north, and to get ice cream. So I rode up there with them to get ice cream, and I really enjoyed it. I was out again, Didn't get out of the car, and and with the drive-thru, and the little girl that waited on us, she had a mask, and she was pleasant. So it was nice. And the third time was I went to Noah. Me and Richard's grandson, mine too. Because he graduated from high school, and since I didn't have an assembly, they had drive by. So Terry took me, and I drove by. Drove over to April's, and they were out in the yard with hot dogs and potato chips, cookies, and they all had masks on. And they came to the car, but they stayed 6 feet away, and when we had a nice little conversation, we were all happy to see each other, and then I came back home. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed hearing the kids and seeing their house and everything. And I enjoyed hot dog and potato chips and cookie and water. And they were happy, and he was too. So I dropped off a birthday, graduation card and gift. And then we came back home. But that was the first time I was out in almost, I guess, 3.5, almost 4 months. And staying in a long time like that, well, it didn't bother me too much, but then sometimes it was boring. But I accepted it. You have to accept things, because if you fight it, it makes it harder on you. So I just accepted the fact that I was in the house for a while. And I did alright. Some days I was bored, and some days maybe a little depressed. And then I would watch something on TV, movie, or read a book. And or I'd find something else to do. Oh, I did a sketch of my two my little sweethearts, and I'm gonna paint it. Maybe next week I'll get started on it. But I'm gonna paint it, and I'm gonna try to do more of that. That made me feel better too. You have to have something to do, hobby or something. And I get on the phone and now I can get the Facebook with the Facebook.
FaceTime.
FaceTime with the FaceTime with the grandkids. So I get I enjoy seeing them and talking to them. So I worked through it. And it wasn't too hard for me. I think it was more difficult for my daughter, for Terry, than it was for me. If she's younger, it's hard for her to stay put. But it worked out okay. I'm doing fine.
That's nice. I think having some things to do has been helpful on my end. I thought Mother's Day was a little bit. How was Mother's Day for you? I thought that was kind of difficult for me. I'm used to coming to Columbus on Mother's Day.
I know. That
was a harder day for me.
Yeah, I know, because I talked to you on the phone and I wanted to see you.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you and the kids. That was hard. I felt kind of sad about that.
Yeah.
And I missed 3 birthdays.
Oh.
I was sad about that, too.
Okay, I guess, you did. You're talking about Aya and Rayanne.
And you.
On my birthday, too.
Yeah, so we'll make up for it.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you feel? What's your comfort level with just seeing people? Like, what's your and what are your feelings about? How do you kind of approach?
Just cautious, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of getting it. If I get it, I get it. I have to deal with it if I get it. That's my attitude. I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm cautious. And I respect it,
Yeah.
And I wear a mask when I have to, and I wash my hands. And I wipe off the door knobs and little things like that with disinfect. So I respect it. But I'm not been out of shape about it. I just accept it. And when it's over, I'll just continue, get out and do a little bit more, and But right now, I'm fine. I don't have to worry about it. I just leave in the hand of God. Leave in God's hands, that's all. Because I have 93? 93 and a half? 93. And then I have a suppressed immune system. And I have diabetes. And I've had heart failure. So
it strikes.
4 strikes against me. But I'm feeling okay, and I've been brought through all that, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I don't even think about it. I just go on and live and enjoy myself as much as I can and appreciate everything.
Well, glad to.
I think attitude has a lot to do with it.
Attitude.
Right. And faith, Mm-hmm.